why was Abraham able to come to the point where he did not consider his body that was dead or consider the deadness of Sarah's womb? The answer is there in verse 17 of that scripture. Look at it. Romans chapter 4 verse 17. He said, as it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations. That's what God said. So Abraham looked at what God said first. Then secondly, he said, before him whom he believed, even God. So he looked at what was said and then looked at who is it that was saying it. He said, even God who quickens the dead and calleth those things that be not as though they were. So the first thing he did was, Lord, you have said that this is going to be my story, that I'll be a father of many nations. And you who said it, you are the one who quickens the dead and that calls things that be not as though they were. When God was creating the earth, he said, let there be light. Where did the light come from? From what God said. He spoke to the water and said, let the water bring forth. I've never seen water give birth before, but when God spoke, it gave birth to fishes. He said, and the water brought forth abundantly. When God spoke to the earth, he said, let it bring up vegetation and trees and seed with their seed inside them. There was no seed to plant in the ground, but trees came out of the ground and carry seed inside of them. He's a God that calls the things that be not as though they were. Do you see why Abraham became drunk with faith? Because he had come to the point of full persuasion. It's not a man that spoke to me, it is God that spoke to me. It's not a man that promised me, it is God that promised me. It's not a man that said I will become fruitful, it is God that said I will become fruitful. That's the God that was speaking. No wonder Abraham could be drunk and become fully persuaded that he that had promised was also able to perform it.